What's up folks, my name is Felix. Welcome back to another update video where we are going to talk about three different projects. The first one you can already see in the background is ALPHA365. Then we want to go over to Stasis Network, one of my favorite projects right now. And then we want to talk about a new one which just had its pre-sale today on the base chain. So without further ado, we want to get right into it and start with ALPHA365 and take a look at my current position, because I have a vault balance of 643 alpha tokens, which is equal to around 3,000 US dollars. I'm getting 1.5% daily on this amount. And my current strategy is very easy because I just compound until my alpha range is at 3. And once it hits 3, which is every third day, I just claim my rewards and swap my alpha tokens back into USDC to take my profits. I talked about the elephant money investment of them in my last video, which is now not there anymore. So they basically cashed everything out. You can read this in their Telegram group. Somebody asked, what about their elephant money bag? And Million here, the admin of the project, stated that they closed their position when they reached their original entry point, and so they incurred a 10% tax loss. I think we all know what happened to elephant money. Once it hit the new all-time high, people were selling because they were taking profits. As it is in every project, people are taking profits when prices shoot up like this. And now we are sitting at roughly 6 zeros or 7 zeros and 4. So the chart currently doesn't look like it will immediately shoot up again. The good thing is all ALPHA365 investors don't have to worry about this chart anymore, because again, they closed their position. What they just announced, for example, in the Telegram group is that the Omega platform, which is their sports betting part, will be released within the next 1 or 2 weeks. So the NFT sale will go live. And hopefully this gets some traction and new investors for this platform, because I think they're putting a lot of effort in everything they currently do. They are building a lot in the background. And as you probably saw here in the Telegram chat, I said to them they should probably do some AMAs on other Telegram groups, on Discords, to make people aware of this project, because they try to release new utility for this platform. And yeah, let's see how it continues. I will of course keep you updated on the development in ALPHA365. The next project which I wanted to talk about is Stasis Network. Currently, I think one of my top 3 projects in this space. First one is Profit Wallet, second one probably Stasis Network, and the third one is the BNB miner, because all those projects are performing. Those projects are exactly doing what they're supposed to and paying great returns. So let's dive into what's happening in Stasis Network. I, for example, did an update around 5 days ago here on my channel if you want to check it out. But let's jump into their Discord and take a look what happened within the last 5 to 6 days since I made my last update video. Here you can see they are still burning a lot of tokens. They are buying them right from the market with the revenue which they are generating through the Defi fund, which is currently around 400 to 600 US dollars in the middle of October. They also have higher days with around 700 to 1000 US dollars per day, which gets generated through the yield farms. And all these funds, which are around 15, 20, maybe even 25,000 US dollars if they have high volume days deducted by the costs of 5,000 US dollars, are currently used to buy Stasis token from the market and burn them. 10% of the burn amount gets sent straight to the NFT contract. And all this led to this beautiful chart here in the last 3 weeks. We can see the Stasis token went up by 63% from the bottom, and we are currently sitting very close to pre-sale prices at 1 cent. And not only that, if we take a look on the initial supply, which was at 260 million, this was the maximum supply of Stasis token which were ever in existence, which now got already reduced to just 1/3. So 84 million are currently in the total supply, and just around 66 million are in circulation, because 17.5 million are sitting in the NFT contract and paying out the current NFT investors. If we take a look at the dashboard here, you can see my position also grew. It's now sitting at 2.7k, a net APY currently of 30.1%. And if we take a look in the farming pools, which now of course also have grown with the value increase of Stasis token, as well as the NFT payouts, which are currently sitting at around 666 if the page here is loading of Stasis token, which I'm currently getting per week. You can't see it right now. I don't know if there's a bug on the page. If I refresh it again, now you could have seen it shortly. Now it has loaded, so I'm currently getting 666 Stasis token per week, which get sent straight to the single staking pool, which is also at a value of 200 US dollars and compounding here every single day. So that's my current Stasis position. I really like this project, and as well, of course, how they were able to adapt this strategy. And now it seems like we see a massive price increase over the next few months, especially if we go into a bull run, if they continue to buy back all these tokens from the market. And then we will probably see prices like 2 cents, 3 cents, maybe even 4 cents. Completely depends on how much they are able to generate and how the performance of Polygon Matic, ETH and Bitcoin is, because the DeFi fund has most of exposure to these blue chips. Let's jump into the last project I wanted to mention in this video, which is Project Z from the Chains Farmers, which had its pre-sale today, which has been sold out within minutes after it opened for the public. There was a 30-minute time cap for all the whitelisted people, and shortly after it sold out. And if we jump into the Discord, you can see that, yeah, basically every pre-sale investor will get 50% of the tokens in Z share and 50% in the Z token, which is the PEG token. And the Genesis phase of the project will start on Friday. So you can see that over here. This will continue for 2 days before we go into chapter 1. They call it the unveiling. And there you will be able, so in the Genesis phase, to stake, for example, Z and USDC, or USDC, wrapped ETH, and the Skate token from the Equalizer DEX, because this will be the DEX they use for their liquidity. If we jump over to DeFi Llama, you can see that it is currently on the 6th position on the base network with a total value locked of 16 million. And I think they are doing quite well. A lot of people which I talked to said Equalizer, very trusted DEX, very good team behind it. And that's why, of course, they have a farm for them as well. And I will probably provide some USDC and ETH, and completely depends which other farms they will have on the platform to generate some yield farming returns, because as you can see, they have no deposit fees for any of the pools over there, which is of course very attractive for yield farmers like me. And that's why I wanted to mention this platform. They already had a project before, so the team is considered trusted. But of course, there can be exploits, there can be other stuff. So don't over leverage yourself on those kind of platforms. Just deposit funds, which in an emergency situation, you are willing to lose. That should do it for this video. I will of course provide all the links to those projects down in the description box. If you have any questions, feel free to drop them down in the comment section. If you liked today's video, it would be great if you can hit the like button. And if you don't want to miss future content, which I release almost on a daily basis here on this channel, feel free to subscribe as well. Thanks for watching, and see you in the next one.